Some days I feel like when my show is starting, I have full awareness. Nobody's sitting in this chair. It's just a chair. There we go. Some days I feel like I have full awareness. Like I'm about to go live. This is going to live forever on the internet. I'm here. I've got my makeup on. My hair is did. I am ready. I know what I'm talking about. Here are the 15 talking points I'm going to hit. Let's fucking do this. And then there's the days like today where I'm like, I'm going to fall and hope that somebody catches me and let me do it live. Fuck it. It's my channel and I do what I want. And the crazy thing about that is that I know exactly what we're talking about today. I watched that Eternals trailer. I can't wait to break it down. There was also some weird ass shit going on the internet. If you guys know, broke, what's his name? Broke Jake or something. Broke. I don't know. I tweeted it out. If you guys didn't see this on Twitter, don't worry. I'm going to dive right into it. I feel like there was alliteration involved. Broke Bobby. Broke Bobby. If you don't know about Broke Bobby, I'll teach you. Also, OnlyFans is banning porn. There's a lot of stuff that caught my eye today, and I was like, I'm going to talk about all these things with my friends. But then I get in here, and I hit start, and it's like, it's just one of those days where I just have to be hanging out with my rock stars, with my friends, because I can't put it on. And it's not that I'm even in any kind of mood. Y'all know I'm on a happy kick these days, and I'm fucking stoked about that. But just like, I don't know. I ate so quickly right before this. I still am continuing to eat grapes. You know, when you're eating and you're stuffed, but you're like, fuck it, I'm going to keep going. I haven't had my caffeine yet, so maybe it's that. I woke up this morning like unreasonably early. I know it's not that early for some of you guys, but I was up at 6:30 and I was just like, why the fuck am I up? And I was like, well, now that I'm up, I'm going to work out. I'm going to get all my shit done. I'm going to go. And instead, I finished Grace and Frankie. I started Outer Banks. I watched last night's episode of Big Brother. You know, it just was one of those. I was doing social media for the World Girls. I didn't fucking work out. I did not work out. And I know I should. And I'm going to. Because honestly, I haven't in days, so I feel like shit. And that's why I should. But it was just one of those mornings where, and then I had meetings. And I was like, oh, well, now the morning's gone. And I've got to do my show. And I want to do my show. But it's just, here I am in all my glory. Look at her in her glory. And that's where we're at. I also spent about 45 minutes watching trailer reactions to the Eternals trailer. As you guys know, I always like to check in with the Real Rejects, and I always like to check in with Heavy Spoilers to see what it is that they have to say about the trailer, so that when I give you guys my thoughts, because she's a thought, that I can do it in an educated manner, especially because Eternals is not a property I know as much about. So, yeah, time flies when you're having fucks to give. Quote me on that. Put that on my fucking gravestone. Time flies when you're having fucks to give. It's like when I started talking, I thought I was going to say something really beautiful and inspirational. And then what came out was turd on a platter. You hate to see that turd on a platter. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Send in your questions, comments, concerns, support. I'll take it when I can get it. Shout out to everybody who is watching live today. Appreciate y'all for being in here, including Glenn Caesar, Haskell 420, Mohammed Belstein, Manny Gonzalez, Jake Yacovetta, Silu Bonino. What's up, Silu? Keep scrolling. George Pruitt keeps scrolling. The third turd keeps scrolling. French Taunter, Steve Cauldron, Philly Jackson, Neil Prospect, Bryce Ratliff, B. Lee, my girl, John Perillo. By the way, B. Lee, you're posting a lot of things about being happy these days, too. What is happening, girlfriend? Rob Fishbeck, Gazoo's back. Matthew Gold, what's up, my mod? Chris Martinez, Nano2233, ZB, Ryan Payne. The trailer is fine. It was fine. Come on. That's not true. I thought it was great. They're great. Name that commercial. First person to do it gets a whole blown wink from me. I did it before I even know who did it. Let's go into the Streamlabs. Let's see what's happening with all of you guys. Shout out to Lauren who says, woohoo, finally made it to a live again. That's what's up, Lauren. What's so weird is being from Boston, I always say Lauren, and everybody says it's Lauren. So I gotta split the difference maybe with Lauren. It's just as Frosted Flakes coming in hot from Third Turd. Everybody give it up for the Third Turd. Third Turd's the one who got my wink. Maybe I should do a wink of the day. This one's for you, Third Turd. Why does she have to wink like that? Who the hell knows? All right, going into the Streamlabs. Again, that is streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Show up, show out, give that support. I really appreciate it. After taking those 2 weeks off, I could use it. Although I always ask for your guys' support. Luckily, you're a supportive bunch. All right, let's see what's going on in the Streamlabs today. It is currently the 19th of August, which means we are almost at September. We're like a week and a half away. That is fucking nuts city. I cannot believe how quickly time is flying. All right, Glenn Caesar, the Zenith of Glenn, starts us off right. Says, hello, Roxy, and a happy Thursday. Thanks for choosing to hang out with us all today. Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to you, your dad, Sky, Jack, Grammy, Pablo, and your family. Be most excellent to yourselves and each other, Roxy and Rockstar's Band, because you deserve it. RJ and RSB, Rockstar's Band. I hope you keep breathing. What do I tell you guys? When Glenn says to breathe, we all have to do it together. I hope you do it at home. If you don't, then you're a poser. How's that one for the audio listeners? Actually, I have not been uploading this to podcast form recently because y'all weren't listening on podcast, really. But if people still want it, let me know in the comments. Breathing in and out fully and deeply, keeping internalizing. I love myself. I accept myself. I embrace myself and find balance so you can truly be you and continue being a friendly support pillar of strength for the people around you. Glenn also says, I hope that you find and do what brings you smiles, laughter, joy, and maybe even bliss today and each of your days, your weeks, months, and even your years, so that you can glow in the flow and radiate because you're a priceless treasure and a big necessity, the simple bare necessities. Glenn also says everyone who shows up to get this support whenever, however they can, when it gets tough, if you're by yourself, you're not alone. Everyone who's battling, please keep on fighting because you're a winner. Every win for you is a win for all. You're fully unique. You're kind. You're caring. Not Karen, caring. And being so unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not, makes you humane, worthy, and bright, shiny star. Your story is important and deserves to be seen and heard. It's better to light a match than curse the darkness. I posted today candle. Might be a match, though. Appreciate that. Again, Grammy's correct. By the way, Chadwick Boseman's first What If episode aired Tuesday. I know animation's not your thing, but are you watching What If on Disney Plus since it's canon? I have not been watching. It started when I was away filming, so I just wasn't watching it. Now I think we're 3 episodes deep and I haven't seen any of them, but I probably should. How is it? You guys let me know. Streamlabs in. Tell me if I should be watching What If. It's always interesting. Everybody go to their Google for a second and type in What If. What pops up underneath? Because mine now is What If episode 2, What If cast, What If whatever. It used to be always like, what if we all died at once? What if? So it's always interesting when a movie or property outtakes whatever the initial thing was that usually that was. Does that make any sense to you guys? I don't know if that's just on my end because I'm always looking up things like that, or if that's for all of you guys too. Paul3JP in the Streamlab says, OnlyFans banning porn is like if In-N-Out stopped selling burgers. How's your week going, fam? When is the World Girl Rager happening? Not assuming I'm invited, but worth a shot. Laugh my ass off. Apollo, yeah, I have things to talk about based on what you just said. You said OnlyFans is banning porn is like if In-N-Out stops selling burgers. I'm going to talk about OnlyFans on this show. I'm going to do it after I talk about that trailer, though. But yeah. And World Girls, we're working on it. Delta variant's giving us some pushback, but we're working on what it is that we are going to do. Ben Rayner in the super chat. What's up, Ben Rayner? Hi, Roxy. Welcome back. Congrats on your movie. Did you see the finale of Superman and Lois? No. Fuck. I have to watch that. I think I'm too behind. The season was the bester season, maybe the best season of any Arrowverse show, in my opinion. Wow. The season is my top 5 single seasons of TV. I gotta say, I keep saying I gotta say. That's like my new catchphrase, guys. I agree that not top 5, and I don't know about best of any Arrowverse show, but I love this season of Superman and Lois. It is well cast. The storylines are great. I'm super into it. I'm so with you. I need to watch the last 2 episodes, though. Streamlabs in, Super Chat in, get in all your questions, comments, concerns, as we are about to talk about that Eternals trailer. So here's my takeaway from this Eternals trailer. I'm really grateful that it came, because I think that a lot of people don't know shit about the Eternals, because why would they? Unless you are a diehard comic book fan and reader, you probably have never even heard of the Eternals prior to the announcement that they were going to have a massive Marvel movie. Now, the previous trailers that we have seen for the Eternals have done a great job of showing some visuals and vibe things. They've let us know what this might look like, given us some star power, given us a sense of the world that we're going to be living in and exploring, but haven't done shit to tell us about characters, their powers, plot at all, anything along those lines. And what I loved about this trailer is that it was like, all right, y'all want to know a little bit about this movie and the Eternals? We got you. And so I needed that. And I think that if I needed that, probably many of us needed that. Now, the word need is strange, because let's be honest, I'm going to see Eternals no matter what. I'm a nerd. So they already have me just based on the fact that this is a Marvel property. But there might be some people out there who aren't seeing this because they're big Marvel people. There might be some people out there who need the trailer to convince them. And if that's what they needed, I kind of feel like this trailer was the one to do so. I like that this trailer, and like I said, I did watch Real Rejects. By the way, Koi made an appearance on there, which was pretty cool. I also watched Heavy Spoilers. I learned a lot from those. I always recommend checking those out if you want to deep dive into trailers. As I've told you guys before, I'm a casual trailer watcher. So when I watch trailers, I get a sense of how it makes me feel, but I'm not somebody who's like, well, actually, and this is my voice for nerds, and I'm one of them, so I get it. But actually, in issue number 42, on the 3rd page in, what happened was, like, I don't know that kind of stuff. And Heavy Spoilers tends to really deep dive into that, which is pretty cool. But one of the things that I really like is that this explains that the Eternals are created by Celestials to hunt the Deviants, which is how they got here. Now, we probably knew that going into this because we've seen the other trailers, but pretty simply speaking, that's why the Eternals came here in the first place. I also like that this trailer very off the bat addresses, so where the fuck were you bitches when Thanos came? Why? When the snap, where the fuck were you? He snapped and y'all were not here. And it seemingly they're going to address that in the movie, because when a major event takes place and you have people like the Eternals, then how are they not going to show up and show out? So I'm glad that they're going to address that, and they addressed it a little bit in the trailer. I liked seeing more of Salma Hayek. I liked seeing more of Angelina Jolie. I like seeing more of this star power and these women who seem like they're going to be these badass major players in the next chapter of whatever it is that Marvel has planned for us. Ajax is an interesting character. I really like Salma Hayek, and I think that it's awesome that she's in this movie. I noticed, and Heavy Spoilers was talking about this too, that we don't see Ajax in present day, and that everything seems to be a flashback. Now, Heavy Spoilers theory is that Icarus killed her. I don't know if I would go that far, because I don't know enough about Icarus as a character to be able to state that that's what I think happened, but that's an interesting theory, and I want to go back and look a little bit more to see why is it that we are not seeing Ajax as much, that everything is kind of flashback. Then we get more of the love triangle situation, which I'm always here for a great love triangle. A lot of websites, I was reading publications and a lot of videos were also pointing out the biblical references here that they said they needed 7 days, or they have 7 days to essentially save the planet. I don't know how they're going to justify that in this, other than it's a reference to the Bible. But why do the Eternals have 7 days to fix what it is that Thanos did, or fix what it is with the deviants and save the people? I don't know. They have been here for 7,000 years, so that number 7 keeps appearing. And also, this seemingly confirms, at least what I gathered from it, and we kind of saw this a little bit even in the Entertainment Weekly cover photos, that the Eternals are not human. They are AI or bot of some sort. So that's kind of interesting as well to me. I liked the little bit of humor. I feel like Brian Tyree Henry is always great for that. Always throws in a zinger here and there, and he's really talented, and he's excellent with his timing. So I'm looking forward to that as well. How did you guys feel about the trailer? No, created by Celestials. No, created by Celestials. Murderana, what are you talking about? The Eternals? Yeah, created by Celestials. And the thing that I'm gathering is they were created like almost as bots, because Celestials are also not of this earth, and they used their powers that we don't have to create the Eternals, who look like humans but are not. But they are AI. So what do you mean, no, Murderanta? Third Turd says Selma is one of the hottest beings that's ever existed in the universe. I agree with that. Holy shit. Bryce Ratliff said, I thought Selma Hayek was in the present day at the beginning at the house with Richard Madden. I guess I misinterpreted the timeline in the trailer. It's kind of hard to tell based on the trailer. What is the absolute timeline? Yeah, the IKEA line cracked me up, says Movie Master. I like that line a lot too. His timing is yeah. The timing of the comedy in the Marvel franchise in general. And I can't talk about Shang-Chi yet, even though I saw it yesterday. I tweeted about it if you guys want to check that out. They just have brilliant timing all the time. All the time, great timing. Leonard Kim in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider says, what's up, Dimple Tits? Roxy has everything going. I don't know about you, but I feel awful that Brittany is constantly on the block. I thought we were going into an Eternals thing. We're talking about Big Brother. What do you think? Who do you think goes home tonight? I think probably her. Also, I know there's so much to catch up on, but you gotta watch on Stargirl. I still have never seen an episode of that. Just never seen an episode. Corey says, they robot, but they have sex with human. Hey, all the hottest robots do have sex with humans. That we know. Mm-hmm. Murder Honest, the Celestials created planets. They created Eternals and Deviants. It's literally what I just said, Murderanta. All you out there so quickly trying to tell me, no, that's wrong. Wrong. Maybe y'all are wrong. Don't know. Andrew says they're supposed to be the highest form of humans, not bots, but they're created, so they're not human. Oh, ready? I think I muted you guys just in time. It was a really loud sneeze. The Eternals must have just gone through me. The Celestials created them inside me to sneeze right out of me. I want to know your guys' thoughts. Streamlabs and streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Murderana, Eternals are not robots or bots. Yes, they are. They're created out of artificial intelligence by the Celestials. So therefore, they are made and not man, even though they look like man. Yes, they have flesh and blood as their artificial intelligence created, which we've seen many times in sci-fi stuff. In the same way that, like, yeah. Murderana, keep coming for me. Just keep coming for me. He says, nope. All right, dog, you do you. You do you, honey. That's what I'm calling them. That's my understanding. And if you disagree, you are more than welcome to do that on your turf. Why are you only paying attention to Murderana, Ryan Payne? I'm not. It just gets annoying when, like, you try to just do hours and hours of research and help, and people just say things like, nope, wrong. Jess Quo in the Streamlabs. Thanks for the support. Appreciate you. Leonard Kim in the Streamlabs says, based on all the trailers we've received, the characters that stand out are Richard Madden's Icarus, Angelina Jolie's Thana, and Brian Tyree Henry's Fastos. Is that how you say it? Overall, holy hell, Eternals look visually stunning. I agree with that. I'm so ready for this movie. Yeah, this trailer made them look so much better than so many other the previous trailers and images have, because it's just more ready. It's just more ready. ZB says, have to agree with Rox's sense. They have programmed directives that they can't deny. They are biological, but they transfer into new bodies when they die. Totally. ZB. Exactly. You get me. Any other thoughts on this? Let me know. Would love to hear from y'all. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. In the meantime, we have to talk about some really important things that are going on in the world, like OnlyFans. This is essential. This is really, truly something. I read this and I thought it was like an Onion article this morning. As I saw this, I just thought to myself, there's no fucking way. Because what will you be doing? It's not even like what Apollo says, taking burgers away from In-N-Out, because it's not just a thing they do. It's the only thing they seem to do on OnlyFans. So the news was announced this morning that OnlyFans, based on the fact that they're trying to work, or the funding they're trying to get, their partnerships they're trying to make, they're eliminating pornography from their site. So this was coming from Input Mag. I said, breaking: OnlyFans, after building a successful and safe space for sex workers, is now kicking them to the curb. I'm giggling not because that's funny. I'm giggling because the way that this is phrased is now kicking them to the curb. It's kind of exactly what's happening. Like, what the fuck? OnlyFans is banning porn, the company announced today. It's a surprise move meant to protect its partnerships with banks and payment providers. The platform will still allow creators to post nude photos and videos, but not any sexually explicit conduct. So what is the difference between sexually explicit conduct and nude photos and video? I just don't know. I don't know the difference. Jamal says, just photo shoots, no explicit videos, I expect. The thing that's a bummer about this is, why? Like, banks won't work with them if people are making their money by fucking people and people paying for that, or by fucking themselves and people paying to watch that. But that's what the site is. And also, that's legal. So why won't the banks support that? I just find it so strange in this country and in a lot of different countries. Let people live. Like, who people on OnlyFans are hurting? No one. They are helping the economy, circulating money, making a living, using that money then to support the economy. And it's their prerogative and choice. And also, like this said, it's a safe way for sex workers to be able to make money, as opposed to what we've seen in the past, where it's incredibly dangerous out there for sex workers, but they have to make a living. I don't understand. Why? Can somebody explain to me what the problem is here? If you don't want to be on OnlyFans, you're not on OnlyFans. If you don't want to support people on OnlyFans, you don't support people on OnlyFans. If you do want to be on OnlyFans and you want to do porn or sexually explicit things, then you should do that. And the website that was created for that purpose should allow you to continue doing that. Like, what are the banks, a bunch of fucking prudes? Even if they are, what the fuck do they care? It's so weird. This has nothing to do with this, but it's also boggles my mind every time I go to a dispensary and I can't pay at the dispensary with my credit card because Bank of America doesn't allow you to pay for weed because that's a federal bank and cannabis is not federally legalized. So I have to go to Bank of America and pull out cash to then legally purchase weed. It's so fucking weird. And I only say that because although it's so different than the sex worker situation, there's such a disconnect between our banks and what we're allowed to fucking do. I shouldn't, you shouldn't need permission from your bank. The OnlyFans shouldn't need permission from their bank for what it is. The whole thing is like mind fucking blowing. What? It's almost like they're artificial intelligence or robots, but in flesh. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Molly Ringwald. What's up, Molly Ringwald? Says, hello, Roxy. Bella Thorne is at fault. I'm just going to say it. LOL. She's a domino that fell as soon as she joined, other celebs followed, and OnlyFans started changing their policies. Wow, I'm finding all these little ants around. I wonder where that's coming from. Gotta make sure that's not an issue. They're all over Grammys recently. I just smushed one right on the table. Anyway, continuing with Molly. Joined, the other celebs followed, and OnlyFans started changing their policies and got negative attention. So annoying. Well, the also problem there was like what she had said she was going to do was not fully what she did, I guess. But I don't think Bella Thorne takes the blame for this in particular. I think that the system, what the fuck's wrong with the man? What the fuck is wrong with them? Haskell 420 says, starting today, OnlyFans account holders are about to find out and learn just how hardcore they are and or want to get if they want to get rich. They got 6 to 7 weeks to make as much money as they can because now the clock is ticking and they're on the clock. And they're on the cock. I mean clock. LOL. That's fucking funny. I mean, listen, that probably a lot of people are like desperate to make money fast because they know. And by the way, I squished the ant with this hand. This is the hand that's going to eat grapes. Just want you guys to know I'm not that nasty of a fuck. This sucks. This sucks. Why is the government like, we have so many issues. Have y'all seen what's going on in Afghanistan? Have y'all seen what's going on with COVID in this country and the Delta variant? I could name 5,000 other issues, but what our problem is with the porn. We must get the porn. Fuck the porn. Like, what? Chill out, dog. Rodney P says, are we going to ever get a DC movie news review? Suicide Squad, top 3 DCEU movies, in my opinion, released the haircut too. I don't know. Now that I'm back, it's possible. Ooh, interesting scene. You call these purple grapes? The crazy thing is, I clearly see that this is purple. But growing up, we either called them red grapes or green grapes. And these were red grapes. We never called them purple grapes. We always called them red grapes. But then anytime that candy was grape flavored, it was always purple colored. I don't know why we called them red grapes. Anybody else? Bueller? All right, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Send in those questions, comments, concerns, that support, though. Appreciate all of you guys for hooking a sister up as I am here every day with you, and I will be here tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm doing Only Stupid Answers. I don't know if it's live or not because I know we're pre-taping something, so you'll have to check in with DJ about that, but I'm doing Only Stupid Answers in the morning. Then I have an intern meeting for AfterBuzz, and then I will be here probably at like 2:30. What time do you go to the dentist? 2:30. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, Brandy says we did call them red here, too. I don't know why. The Third Church has always thought of them as purple since that's what it looked like. I don't know. We just always called them red grapes. What do you like better, green grapes or red grapes? I like red grapes better. Sky likes green grapes better. A family divided. A sisterhood divided. Speaking of divided, We are divided into two groups of people: rich people and poor people. If you're like me, you feel okay, you're living the life you need to live. But often you'll look at the rich people and think to yourselves, what planet do you live on? And this happened with the internet today. There is a TikTok video. I think I want to play it for you guys. It might get me demonetized, but fuck it. Rich people get me demonetized all the time anyway. This video is so wild. Maybe if I just play the audio and don't show the video, it will help. It's being referred to as Broke Bobby because there is a part in it in which we talk about a guy named Broke Bobby. It is a TikTok. And this is what, okay, hold on. Let's see if I can get to this. We gotta rewind, we gotta pause, and we gotta play. This is, by the way, what the guy looks like who's doing the TikTok. Big ass smile. And here is what he has to say. Okay.
So a few years ago, me and my friends started making a spreadsheet breaking down our incomes and availability for travel. And
okay, pause. Yes, you heard that right. Him and his friends started making a spreadsheet with their income to figure out where they could vacation to.
It looks like this. This is incredible.
Okay, it looks like this. So legit spreadsheet. It says their names and then says their projected 2021 income, their available PTO. He's going to walk us through it right now. But a straight up spreadsheet, like a Google spreadsheet called Forbes Top 20 something.
Incredibly helpful. If you have your friends broken down here from Sean, my top earning friend who makes over $5 million.
Okay, so I want to read this to you guys. On this list, Sean's projected 2021 income is $5 million. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have a friend who makes that kind of money. So and if they did, they certainly wouldn't put it on a spreadsheet. After that's Kodak Cruz, 3 million plus. Then Riley, between 1 million and 1.5 million. Ryan, 1 million. James, 1 million. Rashad, 1 million. Alex makes $650,000. Alexander makes $500,000. Chris makes $400,000. Chris K makes $400,000. Rami makes $350. Cody makes $300. Blake makes $200. Andre makes $200. John A makes between $150 and $175. John Z makes $150. Cooter makes $150. And at the very bottom is Broke Bobby. Broke Bobby makes $125,000 a year. Okay, here we go.
Who we call Broke Bobby, who makes $125,000. How much available PTO we have?
Okay, so for under PTO, most of them have no limit. PTO, paid time off. Most of them can take as many. Broke Bobby only gets 9 days of paid time off. By the way, I get 0. How many do you guys get?
Paid time off, bonuses, how much we're willing to spend on a 3-day trip.
How much they're willing to spend on a 3-day trip. The guy who makes the most money is willing to spend $80,000 on a 3-day trip. That is over double what the average person makes in a year. $80,000. Broke Bobby is willing to spend $10,000 on a 3-day trip. Broke Bobby is willing to spend $10,000 on a 3-day trip, and this is who they're calling broke.
7-day trip.
On a 7-day trip, the most expensive, $125,000. Broke Bobby willing to spend $5,000. Broke Bobby is willing to spend $10,000 on a 3-day trip, but $5,000 on a 7-day trip. Riddle me that. Don't fucking get it. Don't fucking get it.
People that are very responsible with their 7-day trips. Some people that already tapped out.
People who are responsible with their 7-day trips. One person's willing to spend $175,000 on their 7-day trip, and then parentheses, irresponsible? Probably. What? What the fuck are we talking about?
For the year. Marital stuff.
Okay, so there's a column, marital status. This isn't being talked about on the internet enough. Everybody says married or girlfriend or single. One person says complicated, parentheses, 70% single. What does that mean? What does 70% single mean? Okay.
This helps if we know there's going to be anyone else coming. Our willingness to travel to a third world destination.
Okay, so that column, willingness to travel to a third world destination. Half are no, half are yes. I don't know who I hate more. The people who are not willing to go, but just own the fact that they're rich, or the people who are willing to go and decided that on a spreadsheet, it said something about them to say, I am willing to go to a third world destination. Thank you for asking. Can I put that on my black card?
If they're willing to split a private flight.
Half the people are willing to split a private jet.
And if they're degenerate gamblers or not.
If they're degenerate gamblers, half of them are. Okay. Mm-hmm.
This list is very pragmatic, and also a lot of them are saying that it's very motivational.
Pragmatic and motivational. That is how he is describing this. It is pragmatic and motivational. He says, yes, I have more friends that make less, but Forbes' list starts at 6 figures. So you have to make at least 6 figures like Broke Bobby. And that this is a pragmatic list and motivational. I know I'm just repeating myself, but yep, that is in fact what he said.
So it allows us to avoid awkward situations within our friend group.
This is the thing that avoids awkward situations in your friend group. The thing that avoids awkward situations is making people put their income, their marital status, their willingness to spend on a 3-day trip, a 7-day trip. What the fuck do you think is awkward?
Inviting certain friends that may or may not want to do what we want to do, especially when it comes to gambling or spending a lot of money. So it works for us.
Is this your guys' favorite or least favorite person on the internet? So it works for us. I cannot. I don't even know what to make of that. Like, what world are people living in? And if you have enough money to do that, good for you. I wish there was a column that was like, amount of money we're going to give to charity that year, or anything. Like, what part is motivational? So that we can all just fucking slash our wrists over the fact that we're never even going to be as rich as Broke Bobby. It's just, no, not for me. This is not for me. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let me know your thoughts. It's just like, what? All right. Glenn Caesar says, Roxy, only 2 episodes of What If have aired so far. Episode 3 is next Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Yeah, Chadwick is in 4 episodes total. Oh, wow. I thought he was in 1 for some reason. Each episode is canon. Has happened in one universe in the multiverse. That's cool. Episode 1 is about Peggy Carter. She or any other characters may eventually show up in an upcoming live action TV show again. I know that animation's not your thing, but I appreciate having the spoiler review and discussion of various MCU TV shows and movies with you here live at the Roxy. Oh, thanks, friend. And it came in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, well, damn, all of a sudden, I think I want to be broke, rolling on the floor laughing. It must be nice to be rich. Like, imagine not only doing this with your friends, but then thinking that this was a good tip for people, good enough tip that you made a TikTok about it. Like, oh, have y'all been struggling with your friend groups getting on the same vacation page? I got you. Fill out this fucking Google Doc. Yeah, this is the move. Let me just help you with something that's inspiring. It's a motivational tool. You've been struggling with it. I've got you. What the fuck planet are you on, my dude? What planet? $10,000 for 3-day vacation is what the poorest person is willing to spend? I think if I spent $10,000 on a 3-day vacation, well, I couldn't do it. But if I did, God, I don't even know what I would do. I can't even picture. What does $10,000 get you? A lot, right? I don't even know. 3 days. Where are you going? I guess, like, if you're going somewhere far in flights, I guess you're traveling first class. Flights are like $5,000 to Europe or some shit. I don't even know. I don't even know. That's broke Bobby. That's what broke Bobby can do. Broke Bobby has a savings account, I'm sure. All right, I'm going to get out of here relatively soon. Send in Streamlabs for any last minute questions, comments, concerns. Do you like that I'm more passionate about this than even the Eternals trailer? Broke Bobby, $125,000 a year. Broke Bobby. Roxy on this show made $35 today. $35, Roxy. $125,000 broke Bobby. Broke Bobby. Also, if my friends call me broke anything, it's like fucking mean. That's fucking mean. Don't do that to your homies. No. No. She won't stand for it. Are you guys nervous about the little ants I've been seeing? You think it's just because it's really hot? Or is it because the Duvalines over there? You just never know. Gotta eat the rest of the Duvaline. It does come in packages. All right. We're going to get out of here. Thank you to everybody who joined us today live at the Roxy. Mura, the Everling, Andrew Thomas, Ben Chan, Cena Bigelow, Haskell 420, Carl Maxey, ZB, Zeno Hour, B. Lee, Jake Iacovetta, Joel Estrada, Ryan Peterson, Murderanta, even you, my friend, Andrew W., Jamal Bayless. Keep scrolling. Ass Crown. I like that name. Who doesn't want to have an ass for a crown? What? Let her live. Bryce Ratliff, Rob Fishback, Ryan Payne, Third Turd, and all of the people. Y'all are the fucking shit. Thank you to Broke Bobby for being our entertainment for the day. French Taunter, Neil Handstock. Hasta luego, Redford Reddington. Y'all are the fucking best. Make your bed. Put down the toilet seat and lid. You don't want those puffalooms. Check your internet. You can do so by blowing on it. Don't tremble the Holocaust. Brett Miles, Jonathan, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. All three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. Justice for all the people who lost their lives due to excessive force. See you guys here a little later tomorrow. I think around 2:30, live at the Roxy. And Only Stupid Answers in the morning before that. And then Sunday, I'll be doing a live at the Roxy. And then we're going to be doing World Girl Sunday, where we're building the second part of that Lego set, the baby Grogu Lego. So we're excited about that. Thanks, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.